and run, leaving a man with brain damage. The Park City trial begins in the Gwyneth Paltrow ski crash case. Holy shit, what? I haven't heard of this. Gwyneth Paltrow appears in a Utah court for a trial over 2016 ski crash. That's 7 years ago. Holy shit, this took a long time. Man, those Goop lawyers, they must have been working wonders. Keep pushing that down the line. It's a resub Vust. She's accused of crashing into Terry Sanderson, causing several serious injuries and abandoning him while they were both skiing on a beginner run at Deer Valley Resort 7 years ago. The trial is being live streamed on YouTube. I'm so glad we've entered this era where trials are streamed. Like, even outside of just the spectacle of it, we just talked about it on the podcast, I genuinely think it's extremely important. We were talking to Friendly Geordies about it. Those trials being streamed, I actually think is a very valuable service. He filed the lawsuit in 2019, and since then has alleged the accident left him with a brain injury, 4 broken ribs, and emotional damage. Sanderson also claimed Paltrow left the scene without giving him her name, contact information, or calling for help. Lawrence Bueller, an attorney for Sanderson, began opening argument stating, "Distracted skiers cause crashes. Defendant Gwyneth Paltrow knew that looking up the mountain and to the side while skiing down the mountain was dangerous." So she's a shitty skier, yeah, is what it sounds like. Owens told the jury that Sanderson's claims that the actress bolted from the mountain after ramming into him were totally fabricated. We believe it to be utter BS. Can you say that in court? We believe it to be utter bullshit? Surely there's a more professional way of doing it, right? Like, this riffraff is fibbing. Anything. Thanks to the resub stove. And the bits cult. In May 2022, the 3rd District Judge dismissed some of Sanderson's claims against Paltrow, ruling that it was not a hit-and-run ski crash. According to the news outlet, the 76-year-old is now seeking $300K in damages. Interesting. She recounts the events of the day, blaming him for the crash. She described him being uphill from her and her family when he suddenly plowed into her back, delivering a full-body blow. According to Paltrow, she was angry with Sanderson, and he apologized. Each party wants the other to cover their legal cost. Paltrow is seeking $1 in damages. Hey, I'm no Gwyneth Paltrow fan. I think Goop is beyond silly, stupid, and at times outright dangerous, but god damn it, gotta give credit where credit's due. Suing for $1 in damages is such a power move. Just a little fuck you kind of thing. Wow. Well, she's not suing. She is getting sued, and it looks like, for the legal costs, is countersuing for $1. So, it's not like she cast the first stone. But she could very well be responsible for the ski accident. I have no idea. I wasn't there. Thanks to the resub. Colt, Valkyrie, Agonomics, and Tier 1 Bro. She has to sue for a dollar amount because she's countersuing. Yeah. I get that. She has so much money, I don't know why she doesn't just settle. I don't think it's a money thing. She's saying that it was actually him that hit her and that he's been chasing this for a while. It was even thrown out in May 2022 for it not being real. And he's still coming back seeking more damages. Why settle for someone that's just blatantly lying? It's more of a principle thing. And I would imagine the countersuing is to stop him from doing this shit again in the future. Is the resub tech? Do you think she's gonna win? I have no fucking idea, man. It just seems like this guy's already lost once. I can't imagine he has new evidence. So if the evidence wasn't good enough the first time, it's probably not gonna be good enough the second time. Evidence for what? That he's a nice guy? I have no fucking clue. Evidence that he's been the victim of a hit and run. I don't even know how he'd prove it. I have no idea. That's a very hard thing to prove since it happened in fucking 2016. But he was unsuccessful in doing that in 2022. Medical bills? Yeah, but that doesn't prove that it was her that did it in a hit and run accident. Because again, he could still have hurt himself after running into her like she's claiming. Either one of these could be true. I have no clue. Recorded evidence, if any. Well, if he had recorded evidence, he probably wouldn't have lost last year. It would have been pretty clear. Thanks the bits, Gibbs. I don't think I've seen that one, Gibbs. And the Resubgaro. Look at some of the trial clips. I can't imagine this being like a super entertaining trial, if I'm being honest. Thank you 10 gift subs, Ollie. Appreciate that. Thank you, Ollie. Wow, this was 11 hours, huh? Oh, thank you for the 25 gift subs, Fox, and the tier 1 riser. Really appreciate the generosity. Thank you, Fox.
Gwyneth Paltrow rushes into court wearing dark sunglasses and a long coat with security by her side.
Are you confident, Gwyneth? Are you going to win this case?
Moments later, the Oscar winner turned wellness guru walked into the courtroom.
Oh, don't call her that.
Turtleneck
Fucking
sweater
wellness
and brown
guru.
pants. Paltrow is facing Terry Sanderson, a 76-year-old retired optometrist who claims she plowed into him on a ski slope, leaving him with 4 broken ribs and permanent brain damage. The collision happened in February 2016 on a beginner ski trail at a ritzy resort in Park City, Utah. During opening statements today, Paltrow's lawyer said Sanderson was the one who crashed into her.
Suddenly, she sees 2 skis appear between her skis. And a man comes up right behind her, almost body to body like this, and starts groaning. He says, you ran into me? And Gwyneth's like, no, you ran square right into me.
When I spoke with Sanderson in 2019, he told me he was skiing with friends when Paltrow smacked into him.
and boom,
Prime Anthony.
I got clobbered in the back.
He was 69 years old when this happened, so that is part of Paltrow's claim against him, that these are prior injuries, that he was already complaining about not feeling like himself and having decreased vision in his eye. They even say he shouldn't have been skiing that day.
In a dramatic moment, Paltrow's lawyer held up a single dollar bill, which is what she's symbolically asking for in her countersuit.
Now, this is a lot to go through for $1.
Paltrow clearly isn't enjoying the attention, at one point holding up a blue book to shield her face from a photographer.
What a wacky little case that is. I would be inclined to believe that she's probably more accurate on the account of the situation. It is very likely at that age he was the one to have lost control and hit her and be confused about the whole thing. You see that all the time with elderly drivers. I've shown that video and told that story multiple times of that older woman. I don't remember how old she is. She has crashed into the same vet twice. Literally drove her car through the wall of a vet twice. Actually, I don't think it's the same vet. But she has driven her car through a business twice. Because she doesn't know what the fuck she's doing. So I wouldn't be surprised in this case if that was something similar with that guy. That guy seemed very aware, though. Well, it's not about being aware. Like, that woman that keeps crashing into businesses, it's not like she's, like, insane or senile. She is just... Her eyesight is not good enough. She literally cannot see well enough behind the wheel of the vehicle and has crashed into businesses twice. So it could be the same for him. His eyesight was not well enough on that mountain, you know, with, like, the sun out being, like, reflected on the snow. Runs right into her and then blames her because he didn't see her. So he rationalizes that, oh, she must have hit me. Though I will say Gwyneth Paltrow is absolutely the kind of person that would run into an old man and then blame him. It's just I feel like the most likely scenario is the older guy is wrong about how the situation unfolded.